like so many livestock producers across Western Ag Network country, federal lands are key to the success of many of those family operations. Join us here today is Mr. Mark Roeber, president of the National Public Lands Council. And Mark, you call Colorado home. How are things going here in 2024 and, as we look here to the new year?
Well, I think, everybody wants to be optimistic. We're probably a little bit on the dry side. We don't know where we're going yet, but there's still a lot of time to make up for it. So we're hopeful. Prices remain good. As far as issues for Public Lands Council, no shortage. We continue to monitor and counting on Congress to kind of help with the conservation rule, which we are expecting to come out in the next month. What the final will be, we really don't know. It's in Office of Management and Budget now. Got ESA, of course, with a lot of issues and continued listings there always affect ranchers. We're making some headway on the wildfire front. I think we're getting across the point that cattle are a tool that can be used not only to help fight fire, but to manage the landscape. I think we're gaining some ground there. But those are some of the biggest issues we got going, along with priorities in the Farm Bill, if that ever comes to fruition, and just the shenanigans in Congress. So.
And you mentioned that Endangered Species Act. Obviously, your home state just witnessed the reintroduction of wolves to the state of Colorado. Our network's Rachel Gable went into depth about a few of those wolves that came from right where we held that PLC annual meeting up in Oregon that were a part of a group of wolves that were depredating cattle. I guess, what is that like as a producer down there, and why is it important to have common sense Endangered Species Act policies from the PLC's perspective?
Well, it's a protection of private property rights in reality. I mean, if you can't protect your private property being livestock, it is a takings, and it just seems like the wheel is tilted, and I don't know how we're going to get it back. We continue to fight and work for that, but we're introducing all these apex predators, and I don't know, maybe it's got to do with hopefully population control of humans. I don't know, but it makes you wonder. Government's supposed to be, my thought was always that it was supposed to protect its citizens, and it seems like we've gotten flopped around now. So we'll see.
Well,
continue to monitor.
Well, a lot of important topics to those federal lands ranchers out there, whether they're cattle or sheep producers across the western U.S. And just a quick shout out, September, we'll be heading to Grand Junction for the annual meeting.
Colorado for our annual in September. Our LegCon will be in D.C. April 16th and 17th, so invite everybody to come out and get your input in. So we encourage it.
Well, Mark, thank you for joining us here today. And a lot of key priorities, of course, for so many Western Ag Network producers who graze on federal and state lands out on their operations.